Hello, I am David W. Parker. This is Programming Today I Learned, WebGL Series, Episode 77, Lighting Part 6. Again, we're going to be using point lights, but now we're going to be using this in the fragment shader. And as you recall, the fragment shader is where you're going to end up putting by pixel colorization, as opposed to for a vertices, with interpolation. So this is going to be kind of important, and I'll show you why in a moment, but let's go ahead and look at code and see what the difference is. So really, nothing's going to be different in our index outside of we have a new fragment shader, and that's just so that read has its own and render has its own, because we're not going to be reusing the same fragment shader. Because the old fragment shader for reading was this very simplified one where we're just setting the frag color based off the varying color that's passed in. Similar with the vertex, this is the one that we were using previously, and there was two different ones. But now we have a new fragment shader. Our vertex shader here is a lot more simplified. As you can see, we have just the normal being computed here, as well as the V position, and we're going to be passing the V color based off the attribute color as well. So where's all the computation happening? Well, like I said, we're changing it over to the fragment shader. Everything else is the same in here, but we're just doing it again. So we're going to renormalize because it's interpolated and not 1.0 in length anymore. Once we've done that, we're going to recompute the light direction. This is what you saw in the previous episode for a point light. And this is all the same code. And then same thing with computing the dot product and going ahead and setting the color. So why is this important? This might be hard to see on YouTube, but you have to take my word for it. Here's the previous episode. And you can see the point light, and if you can see, there's a very slight line right here, and you can see, same with right here, there's a very slight line going along there, and one going along here, and you can see those, and that's because of the point light being based off the vertices and not based off the fragments. So you can see the line right there, you can see the line right there, and when we're doing it per fragment, so here's the per fragment version, you're not going to have any of those artifacts. Every single point is going to be exactly where it needs to be. So you can see here's where the point light ends up showing up, is it's almost like very, very circular, and you could see it. So it's very, very distinctive and a lot better in terms of graphics and quality. So that's it for this episode. If you like what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. And like this video. That'll help me a lot on YouTube. Share this on social media if you will. Go to ProgrammingTIL.com and sign up for my newsletter. And go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Have a great one.